Happy Wednesday, everybody. All right, this week we're talking about the Fed meeting that just concluded today. The interesting news was not necessarily that the Fed didn't cut the rates, but that three people decided that they wanted to do a rate hike instead of keeping the rates the same or cutting. Nine people voted to keep the rates the same, three dissented, and that's actually a pretty significant number. That's not usual for any dissenters. It's usually one, maybe two, but three wanting a hike is telling us that they still feel that the inflation numbers are potentially going to be an issue. Obviously, we keep seeing the peace talks, the ceasefires, and then it goes right back to bombings, and now Saudi Arabia is getting involved. So everything is still very tumultuous and still very rocky. So really what the thought process is we keep seeing rates going up and going down, but the chances of rates going up are more significant than the chances of them going down. So, my advice to my clients is always if you're comfortable with the payment, it's worth the risk that you might save an eighth on the rate just to make sure that you are protecting yourself from the upward pressure that we could see happening. So, today we didn't have a great day in the market. A couple days ago, we were actually looking a little bit better. Rates are they're pushing the high sixes conventional and low to mid sixes on FHA VA loans. So we are and those are quoted no points. Um, so we are seeing rates creeping back up and definitely not the direction that we were hoping for. But we're keeping a close eye on everything, hoping that something's going to break and the ceasefire and peace talks will actually hold the next time we have some sort of an agreement. Now, the other thing that we have to look at is some positive things that I thought came out of Warsh's press conference words. Uh, he is not a big fan of putting out public information as far as what the plans are of the Fed, what they're going to be doing in the future. So no more dot plots, no more like sentiments. None of that stuff is going to be released anymore, according to him, which makes me happy because the information that the traders trade on should be actual data, not what a dot plot says that, oh, we have 8 people that want to see 3 rate hikes this year. Like, what bearing does that have other than giving some sort of a mindset as to where they think that the economy is going? But it's not based on hardcore facts because these are future like presumptions as to what's going to happen. So the fact that we're going to be seeing a bit of a pullback on any forward facing commentary and information being released actually makes me happy. I'm hoping that it will somewhat calm down the markets a little bit. So the conversation aside from locking sooner than later is also if we're looking at temporary buy downs, permanent buy downs, anything like that, the discussion that I'm having with my clients is making sure that they're comfortable with the rates right now, because the new question that I'm making sure that everybody's focusing on is what if rates don't go down? What if we don't see them come down to fives like we had been being told that it was going to come down to for the last few years? What are they going to do? Are they going to be comfortable? Are they going to be in this home for the long haul and be sustainable with this payment? So, really reframing the thoughts from, well, once the rates go down, we'll refinance, to what if the rates don't go down? Because we had, again, a nice little blip for a hot second where the rates were coming down and then boom, conflict in Iran, war in Iran, and it just knocked our teeth in. And here we are back with rates pushing 7%. So, we know people are comfortable. We're still seeing a lot of people out there buying regardless of what the rates are. So it's still happening, but we just have to get people asking the right questions so that we make sure that they're set up for the long-term success. So have a good week. I will talk to y'all next weekend, or just, sorry, next Wednesday. Apparently, I'm hoping that it's the weekend already. And always call me if you have any questions about what's going on in the market or if there's anything that I can be of assistance with.